Hi, I'm James from Risk Assessor, and today I'm going to show you how to build a library of hazards and controls to speed up the process of making risk assessments on site without compromising the quality. Let's get started. So over here on the left, we're going to go to risk assessments and hazards and controls. That's going to show us our libraries. These are libraries of hazards and control measures that you've already built. We recommend building as many of these for the types of work that you do. So for example, let's say you're a construction company and you do domestic and commercial construction. The hazards and the controls might be slightly different. So we would advise having a domestic construction hazard library and a commercial construction hazard library. Or let's say you do plumbing, groundworks, electrical, then you would have a plumbing, groundworks and electrical, 3 different libraries. If you have different types of machines, you might have a library for each one of those machines or similar types of machines. Hopefully you understand the gist. The idea is to categorize libraries so that when you get to the site or the location where you're completing a risk assessment, you click on that library and you'll see all the hazards and controls that apply for that type of work that you are assessing. So let's get started. We're going to click Add New Library and we're going to put in here commercial construction. There we go. It's going to give us our sample library, but I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and get rid of those. There we go. And the reason I did that is because I want to show you this great feature that will make your life so much easier when creating hazards and controls. I want you to click up here on this little drop down and we're going to import example library. And this is where we've created lots of hazard controls for you to download into your library. So it's going to ask you which library you want to use. So you're going to select the one that you're working from, commercial construction, and click submit. Then you're going to see loads of hazards and controls that we've built for you. And there's more and more coming all the time as we constantly update this system. And what we're going to do is just select the hazards that we want to add to our library. And we can go through and add as many as we want. And once we've done that, we import them into our library. And now we've got our hazards and controls library. So if I click on a hazard, we can see we've got the preset, worst case, the likelihood, and at risk, we've not specified that as risk. So we'll go and fix that later on. We've got all our control measures that we've built in there as well. There should be more than enough in here to get you started, but if there's not, and you want to add your own hazard, we click Add New Hazard. When we add new hazard, we get this page up. First things first, we want to upload an icon for that hazard. We can either upload it ourselves from our own image, or again, to save you some time, we've uploaded a load in here for you. Careful though, because sometimes you can spend more time looking at icons than you can the actual hazard. So let's go with one of these. Let's go with the forklift over there. Now we're going to provide a description of the hazard. So I'm going to put people and plant interface. And then I'm going to put in here the type of harm that we might have. So let's say crushed by the plant, for example. Now, the reason why we advise structuring your hazard description like that, you do it however you want, but we think it's good to do it like this because people and plant interface can have multiple different types of hazards. So you might have people and plant interface crush, people and plant interface vibration, people and plant interface noise, and how you manage those is very different. But it's your hazard library. You do it however you want to do that works for your business. That is the beauty of how we've set this up. Is it built for you to design it to work around your organization. Once you've built the description and you're happy with that, we're going to go through and set our worst case scenario. So let's say that's going to be a fatality. The likelihood of that is likely. And then we're going to say employees are going to get harmed by that, and maybe a visitor as well. Then we're going to enter in our control measures. Let's put in some money. some proper ones, shall we? Warning lights on the plant. Then we might have as well staff are trained and competent to enter the area. And we can carry on as much as we like. If we run out and we've filled all 6 of these, we can add a new one and it'll add another box at the bottom. Once we've done that and we're happy with it, we're going to go down to the bottom and click Create Hazard. That now adds that to our library. You can see that down here. And now we've got our library. If we want to edit any of our existing hazards, we can click on this edit icon here, and then we're back to that page you've just been on. So for this one, we want to select our who is at risk and fix that. We could go through and check any of these and change them if we want to. And then once we're happy, just click Update Hazard. And you carry on doing that until you have built as many hazard libraries as fits your business. And that is how you build a hazard library. All the best.